Hello, I'm Dr. Stephen Kaufman, an ophthalmologist in Cleveland, Ohio. Have you found that many people you care about resist rather than support your new beliefs and lifestyle? I have 5 suggestions that can help get their support. The overriding message is that we should always be mindful, respectful, and compassionate. I first want to say, good for you for pursuing a whole food, plant-based diet. It's good for your body, for animals, for the environment, and for the world in general. But for many, there's a glitch. The people who should be celebrating your commitment to good health and your mindful attitude towards others often don't support the diet, and some are downright hostile. Though each situation is different, a few general principles might be helpful. First, though we often take criticism personally, almost always it isn't about us. People know that they should have a healthy diet. They know that we shouldn't be cruel to animals, and they know that eating plants is better for the earth and its human and non-human inhabitants. In short, despite whatever they might say, they know that we've got good reasons for choosing our diet. They just don't want to do it themselves. Whether it's because of the taste, convenience, or something else, they don't want to change. So, they may ridicule or even become angry when reminded that there's a conflict between what they do and what they know they should do. Second, we should be mindful that our diet can make things more difficult for other people. When we are guests, hosts may feel obliged to make special meals for us, and they might regret that we aren't eating something they are proud of preparing. I think we should do our best to make it easy by offering to bring our own food or by reassuring hosts in advance that we will be very satisfied by the healthy foods they offer. It's often hard to make meals outside the house as healthy as those at home, but we can often find a balance between our commitment to health and the needs of the host. Third, our desire to see the people we love adopt a whole food, plant-based diet can lead to conflicts. We want them to enjoy good health, and we don't want to see them contribute to the consequences of animal-based foods, which include animal abuse and environmental damage. For starters, I think it's important to use I statements and not you statements. For example, we might say, I feel so much better on this diet, or I've always cared about animals, and this diet helps me avoid contributing to animal abuse. I'd counsel against saying things like, don't you care about your health, or how can you say you're a kind person if you support factory farming? Fourth, it's helpful to be mindful that, when discussing food with family and close friends, all sorts of issues often come into play. Family dynamics in particular can influence how our comments are received. That's why it's often wise to avoid being too aggressive when it comes to promoting a whole food, plant-based diet with family. Fifth, when discussing food, or for that matter discussing anything with other people, avoid the temptation to attribute motives to their behavior. However valid the attribution of motives might seem, it's never productive. Though the attribution may be partly correct, it is almost certainly partly wrong. Humans are complex, and we always have multiple motivations for our choices. Any single motive, such as greed, selfishness, or even compassion, will not fully explain a person's choice. Also, people tend to think they have good reasons for their decisions. If we attribute bad motives to their behavior, they will generally disagree, feel offended, and regard us as arrogant or self-righteous. Meanwhile, it is common for people to attribute motives to us. For example, they might claim that we care more about animals than humans, or that we are self-righteous. I don't think we should argue about our own motives. Just focus on the facts. Say things like, it's not about me. It's about what eating animals does to our health, animals, and the environment. Many of us are angered by the massive harm done because people consume animal products. I suggest mindfulness meditation practices to help attain peace of mind, which I think is important in becoming an effective advocate. Perhaps it will help to remember that all of us are struggling to find direction, meaning, and satisfying relationships. Some of us, burdened by the challenges inherent in human existence, respond in ways that cause great harm to others. While we should never condone unnecessary harm, we might still have compassion for perpetrators of harm. And when people see you enjoy the benefits of plant-based eating, they might just want to join you.